Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And today we're going to be talking about
Justice League Unlimited issue number 8. We Are Yesterday, part 6.
So we have the wannabe Gorilla Grodd who calls himself Gorilla God. And at this very moment, it makes sense.
So we pick up from the last issue where Airwave brought in a whole bunch of different versions of heroes that he was able to pull through time. The Legion of Doom are fighting these new heroes, and Gorilla Grodd is kind of, talking to himself and kind of declared himself Gorilla God because he is so superior to humans.
Yeah, he had a whole internal monologue.
Meanwhile, we got Superman Blue. Was it Wasteland Batman, you said?
That's what it looked like. The one who had like the backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got Batman Beyond. We got Jonah Hex. Future version of Aquaman fighting the Legion of Doom.
I'd say that was pretty cool because you had all the different guys and girls there and they were all getting active.
And then Airwave is trying to talk to Red Tornado to see what he can do to get the rest of the heroes back. And Red Tornado's like, take some energy. The Justice League Watchtower systems are all corrupted. He's kind of glitching out. Meanwhile, the fighting is still happening.
Yeah.
The Legion of Doom is kind of getting beat up.
I mean, when you have multiple people of the same... Sorry, let me rephrase that. Multiple versions of the same people, that's one confusing butt whooping.
Mm-hmm. And then we get some of the heroes that were still here in the present day have come to help as well, because we got Mr. Terrific, the Teen Titans came to help and joined the fight as well.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point Gorilla Grodd is like, you know what, silence, this is unacceptable. And then he turns the Watchtower into a giant Omega symbol.
Which I think that looked pretty cool.
And he's like yeah. It is pretty cool.
But he was very, very pissed.
He's like, I'm here to do what I'm going to do. I'm a wipe out all humans. And then, I guess with the power that Airwave was able to
take away from...
to gather from like the Watchtower and what have you, he was able to bring the rest of the heroes back as well. So we got all these people, all these heroes and different versions of the heroes coming. They're trying to hold Grodd down. Grodd still has Martian Manhunter's powers, so they're trying to
get it back for him.
Get it back to Martian Manhunter.
And you have Superman and Wonder Woman holding him down.
Superman and Supergirl.
Supergirl or Wonder Woman?
Supergirl.
Oh, okay.
I mean, super words. Wonder Woman, used her lasso, but Superman and Supergirl were physically holding him.
And all you heard him say for a minute is, "Get your hands off me." And the first thing that came to mind was, "Unhand me, you darn dirty ape." The irony.
Mm-hmm. Pythoness just dips. She said, I'm done with this.
This ain't got nothing to do with me, but all to do with you. Because if I stay, they gonna whoop my behind too.
Mm-hmm. Airwave is still connected to Gorilla Grodd as they're, taking him down. He's also leaking Omega energy.
Mm-hmm.
They finally are able to get Martian Manhunter back his powers, which now Gorilla Grodd has been depowered, and they're able to get a hold of him. He's vulnerable after Martian Manhunter's powers got taken away from him, and Airwave threw the final punch and kind of
exploded.
Big boom.
Very big boom.
Big boom, and Gorilla Grodd has been taken care of for the time being.
Yep, he's back to his normal Gorilla Grodd self.
But the Omega energy went somewhere, and it's kind of just unstable and wreaking havoc, and they're going to have to figure out a way to contain it.
Yes.
So that it doesn't just keep growing and getting out of hand.
And becoming more dangerous than ever.
Airwave, it's unclear where, if Airwave is still alive or if he, died, giving that last punch to Gorilla Grodd.
I don't think he did. I think he's mixed in with the Omega power.
The Omega energy.
Yeah.
Mr. Terrific is kind of
blaming himself.
He's like, I should have seen it. He was, he's a kid, he's an orphan. I should have seen that he was getting himself into, and we should have been there to help him.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter's like, you couldn't have known. I don't know, but it seems to me that Black Lightning, Martian Manhunter, and Mr. Terrific are going to be potentially trying to figure out a way to get Airwave back.
I believe there is, but
or they're going to find a way to get him back. How? I don't know, and I'm assuming we'll see this play out in future books later in later issues of Justice League Unlimited.
Right.
And we see all these heroes that Airwave, pulled from different times. They're like, we're ready to go home. And Superman's like,
can't do that right now.
Superman's like, so good news and bad news.
Good news is we won.
Bad news is the Omega energy is kind of messing up all of our usual ways of time travel.
And you can't go nowhere yet.
So we can't take you back yet.
So
until we figure out how to get all that contained.
So for the time being, welcome to the team, guys.
So that's going to be interesting. They'll get home eventually.
One way or another.
And then we see there's a little epilogue where we see a character named the Time Trapper and the World Forager discussing and saying that there's a crisis coming.
The end of time.
And they're like, I feel it too. Time in this universe is coming to an end, is what they're saying. That's kind of ominous.
Kinda? That's real ominous. They basically saying it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Bump, bump, bump.
The end of the universe.
Either way, it's over.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and find out. But there was, little in the background, little clips and scenes of different points in time and different characters. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, hopefully we can figure it out and stop it from being the end of the world.
And there's
universe.
A mega energy kind of seeping its way into wherever they were talking to each other. So, I mean, maybe if they get the Omega energy contained, everything will be okay.
It'd be funny if, what's his name, Airwave becomes like them, a celestial being.
Who knows? They got to find him first.
True. True.
They got to find out where he went.
He is no longer a traitor. He was just a misunderstood teen.
He was manipulated. Manipulated. Okay.
But you guys check out your local comic book store and follow along with us as we could try to continue this journey, because this is very interesting. Wow. And if by some reason you cannot get to the comic book store, you can also check out the app.
The DC Infinite app.
Where you can watch it with your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your cat, your dog, your rat, even your granny and your grandpa. All you guys sit around and watch it and read. But you guys take care, and as always, peace.